All right, so here's a short explanation on how we get from Etzem, from Ein Sof, infinity, all the way down to 10 Sefirot in a very natural fashion. So we know that infinity has two abilities. It has the ability of revealing itself, or expansion, and it has the ability of not revealing itself, which is tzimtzum, or condensation. Now, each of these abilities is actually infinite in its own way. So having just one of these, or relying on only one of these, would not allow to do much, because either he expands completely or he condenses completely and then there is nothing left. But that is not to say that infinity, Atzmus, is actually limited to that. So Atzmus can also choose a middle ground in between, which is represented as a dot. So it's a nekuda. Now, after we have established that the infinity has the ability of doing a dot, infinity can then draw a second dot. And when he does that, he actually introduces a new concept, which is a timeline, because we have something that preceded the other. And also, it introduced a new entity, which is called the kav, a line, because a line needs a minimum of two dots in order to be drawn. And a line expresses that there is something at the top and something at the bottom, something that preceded the other. So if we were to draw the two dots, it would look like this. And from what we expressed before, we know that every dot is built up from or, expression, expansion, and then tzimtzum, which is condensation, and the middle ground, which is nekuda. And again, the same for the second dot. We have or, tzimtzum, and nekuda. So at this point, we have established that infinity actually has two tools to express itself. It has the ability of expressing itself in a condensed fashion, and it has the ability of expressing itself in an orderly fashion, broken down into parts. So these two are again two extremities that are not necessarily limiting infinity. It's just that these are tools in its possession. And the byproduct of choosing a middle ground is the ability to draw neat little drawings using dots and lines. And that's how we get from infinity all the way down to the 10 Sefirot.